by the way?
Yeah. Oh, it's there? I was able to log in.
You can log in.
Just, what password is this? Not my old one. The one you gave me.
Inventor 123.
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing.
I'm guilty. I'll take care of this one last guy.
There you go. I saw a documentary of a guy, a couple years ago, I saw a documentary of a guy building a house. And he was on YouTube, watching how to install electrical and plumbing. Yeah, just find YouTube videos on how to build a house.
They don't activate those if they're not used.
No. No.
So, don't like go more than 3 feet from this. Doesn't need to be real close. Okay, if I could have your attention. right, well, welcome to the Rocky Mountain Inventors. And for the new people, this is a nonprofit educational group, been around since '78. So we just get fees to cover expenses only. Nobody makes any income. And we run meetings the second and fourth Mondays, 7 to 9, same place and time throughout the year, except probably the fourth Monday, not in November, December, because of Thanksgiving and Christmas. And we have a variety of topics from funding and finance to manufacturing, prototyping, marketing, promotion, I mean, all kinds of stuff. And whatever, you can request too. So we usually run the presentation like the first hour of the meeting with Q&A during it. And then afterward we can do general networking, or if the presentation's popular, the presenter may stay for us. We also do joint meetings with the patent office here in Denver and the Denver Public Library on various business entrepreneurial things, sometimes patent research, other programs of interest to entrepreneurs. So tomorrow we've got an all-day thing going on at the Denver Public Library downtown. If you go to our website, there's more detail on it. We're having a panel of people on various topics related to patenting and startups and trademarks and stuff. Yeah, it's running all day tomorrow. So it's actually an event the Denver Public Library is putting on, and we support that. That is 100% free and open to the public. But it runs from, I think, about 10 to 5, though, in the day. And if you're not familiar with the library downtown, you go into the west entrance. And as soon as you go in there, there's a stairway downstairs. So take that and then follow the signs. There's meeting rooms down there. And I'm Roger Jackson, patent attorney by day, and board member of this group, organized the meetings. Roberto's our other board member. He's a patent agent. And tonight the meeting's on social media, and particular YouTube. Anthony's third appearance, right? Third appearance. He does a great job, and this is such a needed thing, and this is a very dynamic field. I mean, a year goes by and you have to learn new things and to enhance yourself. I guess what we'll do now is we'll just go around the room and everyone take a minute or so and introduce yourself and why you're here, what you're looking for, what you got going on. If your idea or invention is not currently patent pending or already publicly disclosed, be sure to still keep it secret. You can mention the name of it and maybe generically what it does, but no detail. So I guess we'll start with Dennis. Yeah, there, I should have.
Dennis Barfeld, when I started about Saving Heat Company in 1975, pretty much in this neighborhood. In fact, my office used to be where Wash Perkins. That was my office for 20 years. And we do energy conservation, and I've had some patent things that I've designed to make houses more energy efficient. And I had a patent attorney, and he said, the one advice he told me, if you apply for a patent, somebody can change one thing and copy it, but if you use a patent pending, you can do that for 12 months without revealing your claims. So on my website, if you ever look it up, I have some things that I call it patent depending, depending if I apply or not. Because it's the 12 months over.
Yeah, we do have this thing called a continuation patent application, so we can cover changes as long as your product's still pending. So that way, because people inevitably make modifications and improvements as they get into production and sell, and so we can make the patent kind of follow you. But sometimes it's a very useful thing, and it's only available in the United States. You can't get this form, so it's pretty handy. And there's no limit to the number of continuations you can do.
Continue for a long time.
The only drawback is the life of the continuation patent is based on the first file. So if you file one like 5 years after you filed, then the continuation just lives 15 years. So you kind of influence. Otherwise, people would stretch the patent life.
Well, it's a lot better than 1 year.
Yeah. Okay, Gary?
Yeah, my name's Gary Wallace. Doing all your exercise products
also to meet new people as well. That's it.
My name's Greg. I came to watch the program to learn more about the marketing and everything. I have a product that I'm working on, actually a couple products, and I would talk to Roger about it. And so that's why I'm here.
Roberto Scala, I'm a patent agent, electrical engineer. I've been practicing patent law for 13 years now. I'm the US correspondent of a few Italian law firms, so in the prosecution of US patent application, filing and prosecution. So most of my time are in that's that's what I'm been doing for 13 years. And glad to help you with any question.
Okay, I'll turn it over to Anthony Prichard.
Great.
Tonight.
Great. Thanks, Roger, for having me back. My name is Anthony Prichard. I'm a certified Google partner and a YouTube specialist. I'll tell you more about what that means here today. Going to take you and navigate you through how I use Google and how you can use Google. I'll actually do a live presentation today. And by the end, I will show you how to make a video for your own product that shows up on the first page of Google. So that's great, because what we all do is completely unique and different than what anybody else does. And that's really the basis for what Google does and how Google works. I give this talk around town quite a bit, actually 56 times now in the past 3 years, to a lot of service groups. And I started using it myself about 10 years ago when I was in business for myself as a general contractor. I was the youngest general contractor I knew at the time, and I needed a way to prove to my clients that I was capable and competent of doing what I said I could do. And so I kind of stumbled upon this thing called social proof. It's evidence that you can do what you say you can do, and any business can use this technique to get found on the first page of Google. So this is not going to be death by PowerPoint. I'm going to be using the internet and my internet browser and my YouTube channel to show you how this works, how Google works. And I'm sure you know that 10 years ago, Google purchased YouTube for $3 billion. And Stephen Chen and Matt Holmes walked away with $400 million each from that deal. They were the inventors of YouTube, and that really kind of changed their stars. I don't know if you could offer somebody much more to make a difference, but they really hit the jackpot with that invention. And maybe you guys can help me too, because I'm coming out with an invention too that helps business owners capture video more easily. And this is a part of the whole video revolution, because in the past, there was a huge barrier to entry to creating HD video. It cost thousands of dollars to be able to record and publish HD video. But now, those same tools that cost $500,000 30 years ago sit right here in our smartphone. We're already carrying them around with us. And so my tool, my invention, helps you capture that video right away, because it's so small and so mobile, you can carry it around with you wherever you go. So I'll demonstrate that today as well. And so this will be an interactive presentation as well. And so if at any time you have any questions, please raise your hand so that I can help explain further. I'm going to cover a lot of ground. I'm going to go really fast. So buckle your seatbelts. We're going to really cruise through this information. This information, though, it starts with Larry Page and Sergey Brin. 17 years ago, on the campus of Stanford University, in the center of the Silicon Valley, these two guys got together and they figured that they could fix the internet. Because at the time, the internet was a really unpredictable and unreliable place. And you'd go and you'd look for something, and you'd probably end up at a page that had nothing to do with what you were looking for. And there'd be pop-ups that would show up on that page that would distract you from what you were looking for. And so Larry and Sergey said, we can fix this problem if we focus on one thing. And that one thing was giving you what you asked for. And they know that by tracking everyone's behavior online, that they can determine what people are looking for, what they're after, so that they can increase the results for those things that people are looking for, so that people continue to come back. So raise your hand if you've used Google in the last 24 hours. And let the record be shown. Everybody's buddy in the room has their hand up. In that case, we're all conditioned to go here on a daily basis to fix our problems. We want to know how to get from A to B. We want to know where to get a sandwich. We want to know how to get stains out of the carpet. We want to know how to fix a fence. We want to know where to get our clothing. Whatever we need to know, this is promising us that it has the answers. And so if we can't find what we're looking for, or more importantly, if somebody who's looking for us can't find us, do we even exist? I would say no, we don't. Not to them anyways. And if 80% of the people are looking through us through this one thing, then we need to do everything in our power to get found by those people who are looking for us, because they have the biggest need for what we can solve. So now we have to put ourselves in the shoes of those people who we can help the most and find out what is the keyword that they are typing in to that keyword search engine. Now I'll ask you that question more specifically, and to why you're sitting in the seats that you're sitting in right now. What solution are you solving by being here as a part of this group? And what might other people in the city be looking for that we can solve as members of this group? Well, it might be a club for inventors. Let's see what comes up. Oh, did you see that? That result had a picture next to it. None of the others did. So which one are you more likely to click on? Because how many words does a picture say? 1,000, right? So if I see that result, it's got a picture of it. It's unique. It's different than all the other
That was
lists.
from your last presentation.
That's right.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and take a listen. And we do have a bit of an internet slowdown here, so I'll just wait patiently for it to complete its function. I actually get a better connection through my phone than the Wi-Fi. And this is the first time I've plugged this audio in here, so let's see how that works too. Does anybody know the best place to hide a dead body?
You Google that.
It's on the second page of the Google search engine. Because nobody goes there. You got to be on page 1. So the reason that YouTube videos rank so highly is because Google recognizes that people get a better experience out of receiving their information through video. Forbes.com says that body language communicates 80% better than text or print or audio messages. And the only way to communicate body language is through video. So I say, if you're going to spend any time at all communicating your message online, why would you do it with anything else other than video? Because video communicates 80% better. Now I've got... connection here.
Unless you have bad connection, it doesn't communicate like that.
Doesn't communicate at all. It's pretty much dead in the water. Well, I guess.
I wonder if I'd be better off creating my own Wi-Fi hotspot with that.
Well, I did that with my own phone here.
Oh,
I'm going to turn that off. And check this out.
I know they charge an extra fee for that.
Oh, here it is. Here we go. So that just turned off automatically. Let me turn this back on. And I can't see it with this plugged in. There we go. Fix the problem, guys.
Hi, my name is Anthony Prichard, and today I'm the spokesperson for the Rocky Mountain Inventors Association. We meet every second and fourth Monday right here at the Denver Community Church off of Bucktail behind the Whole Foods. If you're someone who is always coming up with ideas that could potentially improve the human race that we live in, then you're an inventor. You know, one of our forefathers said that I haven't failed. I've found 10,000 ways that just don't work yet. Thomas Edison was one of the most famous inventors, and he led the way by showing that we're not perfect, but that failing is the fastest way to finding an improvement in how we do things. So if you're somebody that has an idea or a potential invention, then this is the group for you. And I invite you to come down and join everyone here. What do you think?
Okay, so that was a cute little introduction that, that would be a good result if somebody typed in Club for Inventors in Denver, Colorado. But that might not be the only thing they type in. That video, by the way, collected 50 views in the last year. So on average, 8 per month of people who organically discovered that video and watched it. So they might type in something else. They might type in a group for inventors. And so this is how I do my research for the videos that I make. I'll actually type in the title of the video that I want to create to see if it's a good word for me to create a video for. And I'll look for these paid ads right here. This is showing me that it's a bit of a competitive keyword because somebody's paying to show up on the top of the first page. But there's not 3 of them, there's only 2. So it's not as competitive as a very competitive keyword. And I see that we already have some good results up here. So that's good news for me as well. And then I'll go to YouTube itself and I'll type in the same thing to see if there are any other videos right now that have that same keyword. Because if there's not, then there's a pretty good chance that I can show up on that first page. And so, what if that video performs the same as the other one? I'm not just collecting 8 views a month, I'm collecting 16.
What if you show up on the second page?
So if I show up on the second page, then I kind of failed.
No, but I mean right off, I mean.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I can share the video, right? The more engagement that video has, the more popular it will seem, the better of a result that it'll seem. And there's actually another video that I want to show you on here, but So Google gives you a lot of these, so that same video showed up here, right? There's these other videos, have you seen them on the right-hand side? This is the free advertising that Google gives you. So let's say you found a result for the keyword you were looking for, and maybe it was close to what you were looking for, but not exactly. So Google ranks these other videos right here to be associated with what you're looking at. These are suggestions that YouTube thinks that you'll be interested in. So it puts them right here on the side. Now I want to show you this one right here because this guy did a really cool thing. And he was looking for investors. And this is the video he made. Check it out.
How you guys doing? Hey, I'm at lunchtime, so I'm going to be in kind of a hurry here making this video. I'm looking for investors. I have 6 inventions. Many more I'm working on. One is a weightlifting bar. It's on YouTube. All I can say is I've taken an old school design, given it an upgrade for weightlifters, bodybuilders, powerlifters, strength training, therapy, you name it. Then I have a hunting blind. Nobody else has. I've had this for about 8 years, 9 years now. I've called several of the hunting blind companies, hoping to partner up with them, but they just want to see it for free. I have a sweat, and there's many applications for this hunting blind.
I've got a
Not
speaker
just for hunting.
jack on that other one. We used it before.
The sweatband, everyday sweatbands you get from Walmart
Trying to bring it
Academy. The sweatband I designed or upgraded, it just makes life a lot better. That's all I can say about that. Swimming pool floaty I built when I was over in Italy in the military back in the 80s. Used it 3 seasons. I destroyed it so nobody else could see it. Still not on the shelves today. The beer bottle buddy, friend of ours almost died here a while back at the club. Somebody put something in her drink. That's all I can say about that, but I've got a remedy. The dozer blade, I've been operating heavy equipment for over 20 years. One day it hit me on the job. Why has nobody come up with? Anyhow, I did. And it's still not out there, or I'd be using it. And I'm working on one right now for your feet. After you get through a hard day's work or whatever, you take your boots or shoes off. You know how good it feels. Then you slip this back on, and that's all I can say. But I've got more ideas, more things I want to build. But I've decided not to build anything else. Because somebody's going to see one, somebody's going to take it away from me. I lost 2 of them years ago. I'm going to do it again. Just because I'm a poor guy working week to week in construction, been taking advantage of it. It's not going to happen again. So if you're a true investor, you know the legalities of what we have to do. And I'm just looking for somebody out there that if somebody's giving you a shot, giving you a
Do you got to plug it in, Roger?
It's got a
internet,
battery.
I've looked it up, I've tried
You're
to
hitting
order 1 or
negative.
2.
Go ahead.
Nobody has them. Because I do. So like I said, I'm just looking for somebody to give me a chance, give me a shot. I'm so ready to get out of construction and do better things for my family. And I've already pledged myself. If somebody gave me a shot, I'm going to give somebody else a shot, maybe 2 or 3 people. With shows like Shark Tank, that's one of my favorite shows. They give people a chance. But I don't have the money to get the patent or get have things built in bulk to go to stores and get big orders. I'm not there yet. People that's been on the show, you know, I'm glad for them. I just wish Shark Tank would really give a poor guy a chance. So, if there's an investor out there that would, you know, like to give somebody a chance, there's money to be made right here that nobody else has. I mean, I look at the little top, well.
Okay, so there he is. He's coming out. He's saying, I've got some ideas, but he's got a major problem. He doesn't have, you know, the foundation for getting an investor, and that's the patent. So he's really kind of just, I don't know. That's his investment strategy, I suppose. And you know, with 426 views, because it's showing up next to all these other videos that are about inventors or invention clubs or groups, and And so it's the same strategy that you can use for your product. Look at all the other videos that are out there now. Figure out the ones that you want to associate your video with, and maybe even take this link and plug it into the description of your YouTube video that you publish, so that it have a better chance of showing up in the right-hand column over here. Okay, so I put together a script for the video that I'm going to make. And at the end of it, I'll ask, what is the best group in Denver to be a part of if you're an inventor? And of course, you all will say together, the Rocky Mountain Inventors Association, right? Okay, so everyone together, say Rocky Mountain Inventors Association on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Rocky Mountain Inventors Association.
Perfect. Okay, so I am going to use this tool that I put together, and a resource with several pieces that I found in China. China. And this top one from a manufacturer that I know that is in town, actually, that does this magnetic ball thing. So I can actually do some panning and tilting without having to adjust this ball, or this hinge, which actually does some adjusting on its own. So this ball is actually the third modification, or the third piece. And so I'll just set up this camera eye level, because all the videos are created at eye level. And this chair isn't like ideal for the situation, but it's gonna work. It's gonna sit right there. It's gonna go like this. And I gotta put it on selfie mode. And there we've got most people in there. Looks like the room's halfway full here. Alright, so sometimes this can take a little bit, but I've got a new quote, and I've got your mission statement. To promote successful product commercialization and protection by offering information, education, and guidance. And the quote is by Alexander Graham Bell, one of our forefathers, who said, "When one door closes, another door opens. But we often look so long and so regretfully upon the closed door that we do not see the open ones." So I'll ask you to silence your phones. That's all right. These are the other two renditions, by the way. The first one is really small and fits into small places. And the other one is just the longer version with this telescoping monopod. Okay, so we meet right here every second and fourth Monday at 7 o'clock off of Washington and Mississippi behind the Whole Foods. Okay, and we're rolling. Last thing, almost forgot. The microphone. The microphone is the most important piece of this whole mobile production studio, because without good audio, you lose almost 50% of your video opportunities. You're in a big room like this that has echo, you're outdoors, there's wind. Maybe you're in a busy room that has a lot of chatter, where you can't get good audio off your phone unless you have one of these. And it's won the award in the most 24-hour smartphone film festivals because there's no battery, it works almost anywhere, any situation, and it collects the best condensed audio. So I'll stick this right here on my name tag.
Do you have a proper name for it?
The mobile studio stick.
That's the microphone, or that's the stick?
Well, that's the mic and the stick together.
Did you get that online, or?
Yeah, I opened up my own store,
Oh.
so I'll show you. I'll show you here in a minute. Okay, I gotta get my notes just in case. so long and hard and regretfully at the closed door that we miss the open doors. Our mission here at the Rocky Mountain Inventors Association is to promote successful product commercialization and protection by offering information, education, and guidance. So if you're looking for a group of inventors to belong to, there's no better place than this group right here. What's the best group for inventors in Denver?
Rocky Mountain Inventors Association.
Join us, won't you? All right, I got it on one take. Pretty good. Avoided an incoming call too. Usually, that like cuts off my video. Oh, it looks like it corrupted my file. I'm gonna have trouble with that. All right. I don't know if it's gonna play. Yeah, it's corrupted. All right, take two. Let's see if I can get this. All right. Are you looking for a group of inventors to belong to here in Denver, Colorado? Well, if you are, oh man, I'm having trouble. Roger, can I use your phone? Can I use the video on your phone?
Oh, yeah.
All right. I know that thing is giving me trouble, so I'm gonna switch out. I think it's on its last legs. Have you heard the iPhone 7 is coming out? Thinking I might get that one. For video, there's no better phone than the iPhone 7, or the iPhone itself. So I imagine the iPhone 7 would be pretty good too. You got one of those tablets?
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully it'll fit in here. Oh yeah, we got it. Oh, but it might be on the button. So that's
There's the on,
okay.
yeah, on.
There's the camera.
Right.
And then we're at this mode here.
So that's your headphone jack.
Okay. What about that graininess? See that? Doesn't work? Yeah, we'll work with that. Okay. Sorry guys, thanks for your patience. Usually I do this whole thing in 30 minutes, so it's kind of nice to have 60. But it is an actual live demonstration of how you can do it yourself in 30 minutes. First time I did it though, it took me like 20 takes, so not looking for perfection the first time. Hey, if you're looking for a group of inventors to belong to here in Denver, Colorado, you're in the right place. My name's Anthony Prichard, and today I'm the spokesperson for the Rocky Mountain Inventors Association. We meet every second and fourth Monday right here at the Denver Community Church off of Washington and Mississippi behind the Whole Foods. And our mission is to promote successful product commercialization and protection by offering information, education, and guidance. And I'm reminded of what one of our forefathers said about doors, that behind every closed door is an open door. But oftentimes we stare so long and regretfully at the closed door that we never even see the open one. So if you're looking for a group of other inventors to belong to, what's the best group? I screwed up. Gotta try that over again.
Relax.
Really screwed that one up at the end. All right. Okay. And roll. And three. Hey, are you looking for a group of people to belong to that are interested in inventions and patents? Well, today I'm the spokesperson for the Rocky Mountain Inventors Association, and we meet every second and fourth Monday right here at Yeah, so now I just use the USB cord that I plug my phone in with every day, and I plug it into my computer, and then I go fetch the file. So that's what I'll do now. And I think I can go back here, and I don't know if there's a function I need to push to allow it to share here.
Boy, I don't know, I haven't done that.
But I should be able to find it.
But another way, you could hit the share button on the video, and then, of course, then we'd have to sign into YouTube, wouldn't we?
How about, yeah, sharing that video?
Yeah, there.
To Drive? Have you done that yet?
Mm-mm.
Okay, that'll work.
Well, that put it in the Gmail.
I put it into the Google Drive.
Okay.
So if we go here to your Google products, then I go to Drive.
Okay.
Pretty soon I'm going to be able to get that new one that mirrors my phone, because there's so many great functions here.
Okay, there's the file.
That looks like it's it. It says it's waiting for Wi-Fi. So let's see if
And then
we
you'll
can
be able to get Google Drive on this.
give it some Wi-Fi here.
Yeah, that one isn't on this yet.
This one?
Yeah. Let's see.
I'm going to unplug this so I can see if it's not giving me something different here. Yeah, it's not sharing your phone with my computer. What if I recorded it with my...
I'm connecting to the
Okay.
Wi-Fi now.
All right. What else can I upload here? Don, you had a product, right? For ladder safety?
Yes.
So what we would do for your video is probably type in ladder safety. And whoops, I got to spell it right first, right?
Okay, now it says it's connected.
Oh, cool.
That's weird. It only shows about a half strength signal. Yeah, I'll do that.
This thing keeps going off automatically.
Is that right? Uploading.
Oh yeah. Okay, so it's halfway done. Perfect.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it right there. Thanks, Roger. Okay, that's on. Now this should be on. And should be able to try that again. So this one has 41,000 views. This one 29,000.
You got a Google channel?
I do.
Okay.
The engagement and the structure of the description, which is what I will go into as soon as I get a video that I can upload.
Can you work with one that's already online?
Work with one that's already on my computer? Oh, or I guess I can show you, sure, a description of what I did with the last one. So, for the last one we typed Okay, I've got to make sure this is plugged into the Wi-Fi.
You can feel free to edit mine if you want.
Yeah.
Give me 40,000 views.
Uh-huh. Okay. So let's try that again. All right, so when we upload this video, you'll notice I do a few things in order to give the Google Spider information to search. First off, number one, most important, is the title. The title is what is going to provide that Google Spider with the most information. Now the second is the description, and that's right down here. The first two lines are very important because whenever this link is shared on your Facebook or your LinkedIn or your Twitter, it's going to use the title, that thumbnail that you saw, and the first two lines of the description. We've even got a link in that description event, or a link in that first two lines to an event on our website. Then we make a longer description, and we didn't have a very long description here. I think we were in a rush, but if I were to put in a longer description, it would give somebody all the information they would need to know if they didn't want to watch the video. Because there are some people that are hesitant to waste their time watching a video. So I would give them all the information they would need to know if they were one of those people that would rather read instead of watch. And then likelihood is if they liked what they read, that they would then watch. Then I've got a link to our larger national organization. Has anyone heard of the Alexa rankings? Alexa.com is a website that ranks the popularity of websites. So the websites with the most visitors are looked at as the biggest resource by Google. And obviously a national website would get more traffic than our own website. So we want to put that in there. And it, again, shows the Google Spider that we're a good resource. And you can see YouTube captures that link. There's no way to actually tag a word like with a hyperlink unless it's a complete URL, and then YouTube automatically makes it a hyperlink. We also did another one of these resources here. We put in our name, address, and phone number, referred to as the NAP, name, address, phone number, and the homepage of our website. So this is also referred to as a citation, and it should be listed in many directory listings throughout the internet. Now, if you haven't claimed your citation on Google, this is the way to do it. Google My Business. Google gives you a free directory listing, which shows up on Google Maps. So, Rocky Mountain Investors Association, and then all of a sudden there's this listing over here on the right, and that's through Google Maps. That's through this thing right here, Google My Business. And I can type in my business name and see if I've claimed my listing, because I can put in pictures. I can put in more descriptions.
Yeah, I noticed like it had like just a street view of the address that it had on file. So that it threw in that picture.
Right. And what else it says, how I know you haven't claimed it? Because there's this right here. Do you own this business? Means it's unclaimed. So you go here and you claim it. Here it is. And then you'll say, I'm authorized to manage this. Continue. And then it will send you a postcard in the mail in 9 days. Yeah.
What's on the postcard?
It gives you a code, 4 or 5 letters. Piece of paper comes in the mail from Google. Yeah, and this definitely improves your findability, so I highly recommend it. Now, I'm not going to claim this business, obviously, because it's not mine, but I recommend, Roger, that you do that.
Have you been through that, Don? No, I'm doing it right now. Okay. See, you learned something.
Yeah, any marketing person or social media person that you talk to doesn't bring up the idea of claiming your directory listings first as the number one thing you can do to improve your business, then they're probably not having your best interests in mind, because it's the most easiest free thing you can do. Here's another great tip. Moz.com. So there are these 5 data aggregators, and they actually push your directory listing information to thousands of other online directories. And Moz has the least expensive way for you to get your business listed with these aggregators. And you can try to go to the aggregators yourself, but it is brain damage. They don't make it easy. So for 1 year, Moz will allow you to make sure that all your listings are accurate, so that when somebody is looking for you, that you show up high on the Google search index rankings. And there's another one called Yext.com.
What kind of cost are you looking at on it?
That one there is $85
For a year?
for a year. And then you don't have to do it year after year. You just need to do it 1 year. But here's a great example. Yext, business name.
Inventors.
Oh yeah. That would be different. And then the number here, what is it?
303-271.
So it looks like you are listed, but some of the information's wrong. And Google hates that because it doesn't want to give somebody the wrong information. Remember, they were built.
It's got all the old addresses here.
Yeah. So so Yext will try to charge you $400. Won't even list you at all, because if Google sends somebody to the wrong address and they're lost, they can't find what they're looking for, they're pissed at Google. Like, Google screwed me. So Google just won't even show you at all. And that's why it's so important to be dead on accurate with all these listings. Make sure street is not abbreviated or it's not spelled out in your listings. Make sure it's identical. If it's abbreviated, keep it abbreviated. If it's spelled out, keep it spelled out. And, I don't know if you've heard that there's like over 200 algorithmic options that determine how you get ranked on Google. The only one you need to worry about is giving people what they want, right? That's how it was built, and now I'm going to share this with me.
Okay.
And I'll go up here and I'll say share link. And then I'll put my address in, my email address.
Okay.
But it looks like it's not quite up yet. See, it's unable to process video.
So it's not quite up.
Right, it's still working. Add people, how about that? Unable to process the video. So, okay, so that is a quick tutorial on directory listings. Really good information for you guys to get your businesses found. I highly recommend that. And this is just part of me going through the video, which I seem to have lost track of. I guess it would be right here. Nope. Remember, it was Inventors Club. So, showing you the kind of the recipe to showing up on the first page
Hi,
of
my
Google.
name's Anthony Prichard, and today...
And it happens, a lot of it, right down here in the description. Next is other YouTube videos. So you want to list other resources that rank highly in Alexa, and then you want to list your other YouTube videos that you might have on there. Maybe even other YouTube videos that you want to rank next to in the right-hand lane, because YouTube will see that these two videos are associated with one another. Next, you want to list any of your social media links. You'll say, connect with me on social, and then you add your links under there to LinkedIn, to Facebook, to any of those types of social media links that you may have established already. And finally, a hashtag strategy. Have you heard of hashtags? Hashtags are also getting picked up by YouTube now because hashtagify.me I thought was a tagboard.com is another one. It tells you how many other people, let's say, use Inventors Denver as a hashtag. So this is how people search for things on social now. Oh, nobody else is using Inventors Denver. So let's search for a different one.
So what do you gain out of that over than just having...
Well, it's a different way to search. I mean, Google is the main source for searching, but some people, younger people especially, so it depends on what kind of audience you're going after, what kind of demographic you have, are going after a younger one. So you've got, the ability to create these digital relationships with other people that might be in your industry. This one, invented this bag here, I suppose, this Pammy pocket, and used the hashtag inventors, and you might go ahead and say, I want to become friends with that Annie_F_K, and I'm going to tweet at her, and I'm going to find out, Cammy or Tammy, Ann, where did you make or manufacture? You can get right in touch with these people by using this hashtag strategy. So let's look at it some more. There's some other people.
So there's other people that are going to come up under the hashtag inventors.
Right. The other one might be hashtag patent. and it'll give you an auto suggest. And you can see what other people in your industry are doing around these types of keywords. So it helps you build these relationships. So there's great information through hashtags. And I'm still just kind of going through this strategy. I've developed it a little bit more from what I did, it looks like a year ago. And so that's what I'll do with this video once I'm able to actually upload it onto YouTube. But here's the upload button right here. And it's on every page on YouTube. You can select files to upload, and they'll go right to your channel. The video files, at least. So I guess I've gone over that, but what I can do as well is show you, Roger, here we go.
Are things editable then? Can you change the video, say, on this, you shoot this, you set this page up and everything, and then you decide, that video's not exactly as good as I want. Can you replace the video, or you have to create a whole new video?
Yeah, you can definitely. Is Arts Association? Let me show you how to do that in a sec. No, editing after upload. I guess what I wanted to show you, Roger, was that, see how they have a banner up here? Mm-hmm. Yours was blank. And so I want to show your people how to create a quick banner on their YouTube channel. Because this can be kind of tricky. I don't know if you've ever tried this before, but these can be kind of tricky, and I've got a shortcut called canva.com. And canva.com allows you to create a really attractive thumbnail and a YouTube banner right in here without knowing how to use Photoshop.
We've got like a JPEG file or banner.
Okay. Yeah, I think I tacked it, I grabbed it off the internet too. So here's the YouTube channel art. That's what I want. Now this channel art has to be uploaded so that it fits mobile, tablet, and desktop. And so I can go over here and I can type in inventors, and I can see what kind of images they allow me to use for $1. Okay? Or I can go down here.
That you get to use it forever?
Yeah, I think you can. And it can. No, this is really not showing me everything I want to see here. It's taken. I hate doing this, but I don't have any other way to scroll down, so I've got to unplug it, and then I've got to scroll down to uploads, and then I've got to upload my own image. I think I can probably plug that back in right now. And now I've got this banner and this one, and I can open those, bring those into my computer, and then bring them on to the banner. Like this. And wait, this one's kind of conflicting with this one. So maybe I just copy that one a bunch. Yep, you can do the thumbnail and the banner on Canva. And they have the preset dimensions, so you don't have to be a whiz in Photoshop. You can just kind of use this editing tool here to use as your Banner. Okay, so then I'll download that, and then I can upload it to my YouTube channel. And we're getting a little bit of bad internet connection, but see, this is where you would edit channel art and upload that image. There it is, under downloads, untitled design. Actually, I don't want to do that. 'Cause I don't know if I can go refine this one. So that's a great way to do that one. There's also the thumbnail. This one here, you can create a custom thumbnail, and a custom thumbnail is really important because when your video does show up in that right-hand bar, you want it to be an attractive thumbnail that somebody wants to click. So again, this free tool right here is just wonderful for creating these templates.
That shows up like by the text listing. It's like small.
No, this thumbnail is that picture that shows up in the results.
It'll be next to your name.
Next to the title.
Okay.
Right next to the name. So that is a great tool for you guys to use. And there's another one going beyond YouTube, because we kind of did hit a little bit of a technical difficulty here with my camera on my phone not working and our ability to transfer this file to my laptop in order to upload it. Hopefully you've got what you need to know there on how to upload a video file to YouTube. Did I go too fast on that, or did anybody have any questions? You think you got it for...
Size and time limits.
There is no time limit. I can probably take you on a quick scroll through your video manager. This will be good. You did ask me about editing after uploading, and YouTube is the biggest video repository in the world. 300 hours a minute are uploaded to YouTube. And a lot of people are using it as their library, because after you've uploaded it to your YouTube channel, you can retrieve it as well. And so you just go to this drop-down button and you can click on download MP4. Wait a minute, how come it's not saying that? Yeah, I'm logged in here. It says, what is this? Okay. I wonder why that didn't show up. Let me just make sure I'm logged in as the right user. Because you should be able to download that MP4 right away. Has this kicked me off again? Nope, still on. That's good. That's the one I want. Go to my channel. A little slow. We have all these things up here I can close out too.
What is YouTube Red?
Good question. YouTube Red costs $9 a month, and its biggest feature is that it allows you to listen to it when you turn your screen off. So if you're watching a YouTube channel, the sound will go off when you turn your screen off. And with YouTube Red, it'll keep playing. So you can listen. There's a lot of audiobooks on YouTube that people... And there's podcasts? Yeah. So it's kind of a way to compete with Spotify, which is, I think, $6 a month, and YouTube, which is $7 a month. And so it's their version of the paid media. And they give you a month for free. I tried it out, and I don't know. I just didn't.
Isn't it ad-free as well?
It is ad-free, yeah. Yeah, so those 5-second videos that you see on YouTube sometimes, the ones you can skip, I make those for my customers. So for example, if you were targeting investors, or if you're targeting real estate people, or if you're targeting construction workers, then you could send your video to that person, or the person that was most likely to be in that demographic. And if they skipped your video, then you pay nothing. If they watch 30 seconds or more, then you pay 9 cents. But you're actually happy to pay 9 cents because that means they're interested in what you're saying. If they decided to be passive and do nothing and watch, then they're still engaged. And you were just able to make a really good introduction to that person. Okay, I don't know why I don't see it, but this is where it is. There it is, download MP4. Okay, see that? That's where you can use this as a video library. Now let's say I wanted to edit a video. This one I did here. Yeah, here we go. That one's a little long. This one's short. Okay, I made this for a fireworks stand using a smartphone app called FX Guru. FX Guru. And it was free.
Breaking news. Reporting to you live from the corner of 120th and 5 here at Tina's World Class Fireworks. My name is Matteo Vitale, and this is fireworks season.
No,
But don't wait forever,
hold on.
'cause we like
This is without the effects. So there's these overlays on it that didn't show up in that version. And so I can piece together these different videos that I have on there. It's not exactly a perfect editor by any means, but you can upload different clips from your phone and then use this editor to piece them together and to trim them. So that's the one I was going to show you. This one might be it.
breaking news.
No, that's not it.
Reporting to you live.
All right, well, at least I'll show you where that button is. So I went to enhancements. And down here, this thing that says combined multiple videos to publish a new video is right here. Or you can just trim this one right here. You can make it slow motion, and you can make it time lapse. So those are some neat effects. But it does take about 45 minutes after you make these edits for it to go live again. So it does take a little while. You know, but you can take still shots, you can add music, you can do transitions, and this is where your videos will show up, and you can just drag them right in here.
Can I download that, like, to a hard drive of mine with the edits from YouTube once I
Yeah,
finish? Okay.
yeah, you sure can. I've done that before too. The advanced settings piece, I think I skipped over. I didn't go to that. So let me do that right now.
Is that editor included for free or cost?
Yeah, that's a free editor. Now, you know, the other reason a lot of these great tools that Google gives you for free is because, again, they want you to keep coming back. So they know that if they give you these great tools to use, that you'll see them as a good resource and you'll keep coming back to use them. And the editor is right here. So if I wanted to edit this video, I'd go here. And this would allow me to change the title, the description, and the tags. But if I went over here to advanced settings, I kind of see this as the SATs for, where'd it go? It's not going there. Advanced settings has all these fields, buttons you can click. And it's just, it's not taking me there. It allows me to indicate what language. Here it is. Thank you. What category? This is entertainment. You can be nonprofits and activism, science and technology, education, how-to style, politics. Language is English. Video location, you can set an address in there. I think I just set mine as Denver. Recording date, standard license or Creative Commons license. So it's not letting me choose Creative Commons because I used a popular song, a copyrighted song. So I can't monetize this video because I used somebody else's licensed material. And I can't create it as a Creative Commons license. Creative Commons license means that anybody else can use it. And you might choose that if you want more people to see your video, because sometimes people are seeking after content that they can reuse. It might not be your strategy, though, if you don't want anybody to use your material, obviously. You might not want that either. So standard YouTube license will keep it yours, and if anybody reuses it, then you can go after them because it's not theirs, it's yours. You may have heard a documentary called Please Subscribe, and that's about thousands of YouTubers now who are making six-figure incomes by publishing a 5-minute video once a day from their basement. And it's pretty miraculous, but they've got their own message, they've got their own tribe, and they're loyal viewers that consume their information in these 5-minute bits. So it's on Netflix. I definitely recommend checking it out. It's called Please Subscribe.
And that's just, they get advertising revenue from all their views, right?
Right. So that's another way to monetize it, that they're using these ads that show up in front of their videos, and they're, 1,000 views equals $100. Or maybe it's 10,000 views equals $100. So it's pretty unattainable for most of us right now, but there's this guy in Colorado, his name is Shoe Nice, and he is the most popular YouTuber in Colorado, and he's got this strange ability to eat anything, and I mean anything. He'll eat a roll of toilet paper, or he'll, engine oil, or look at this, Mrs. Butterworth's. He's got tons and tons of views. He goes bonkers. 3 beers in 37 seconds. 3 million views. So he's making some money off that brand of being able to eat anything. It's pretty weird. It's actually an interesting entrepreneurial strategy, is that if you can do what other people won't do or can't do or are unwilling to do, then you'll stand out, obviously. And a lot of people are unwilling or unable to do the sort of stuff that he does. And so, it's no wonder he's so successful. It's weird, it's unique, it's unusual, it's different. I run a Denver YouTube Professionals Meetup group out of the public access television station called Denver Open Media. And we have a show every month or every other month. The next one upcoming is on the 9th of August, and it's called How to Dual Purpose Your Videos for the two most popular websites, YouTube and Facebook. Because a lot of people spend their time on social media watching videos. It's like more than 60% of their time is spent watching videos on these two venues. I know my daughter, she's 12. She mostly spends her time watching YouTube. This guy right here, he's watching a lot of YouTube videos. Admitted.
I follow a lot of people on YouTube that
Mm-hmm.
that you talk about.
Mm-hmm.
They're making a lot of money right now.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're learning by watching, we're observing, and kind of figuring out how we can make our own impact or influence with our ideas, with our messages, and the information I gave you today will at least allow you to get found by the people that need your solutions the most. Is there any questions about maybe how each one of you might find or make your own first video to at least go after that niche crowd? How to erase them?
Especially regarding patent, like if you put one on there and then you apply for the patent afterwards.
Well, I think under the video manager, under that drop-down box that I showed you earlier on how to download the MP4, you can delete the video as well. You can also make these videos private or unlisted, so people can use them for their company externally, like I've been talking to you about, or internally. So maybe you just want to send your video to an inventor or an investor, but you don't want anybody else to see it. Well, you can label it private. This is how you delete it.
Password to get at it.
Yeah. Well, the only way you can view it is if you've got the email of the person that you sent it to put in here. So here is where you can indicate private, unlisted, or public. This one's private, so only I can view this unless I share it, and then I can have to enter the emails in of people that I want to share it with, and it remains private. So it can do a lot of things too. I know if I found this out the other day, if I double click on this viewer, I can loop it. So it keeps playing over and over again. So that's kind of nice, because instead of playing some other video that YouTube chooses, it'll just play my video again. Keep looping it around. This is where you choose that custom thumbnail with that banner that I made on Canva. To verify the channel, I go back to the video manager, and I go to the channel, and I go to advanced settings under the channel, and this is where status and features. This is where I can verify. Oh, they just changed this, so I don't have any copyright strikes. I haven't broken any community guidelines. Yeah, they just changed this. And I'm able to make longer videos and external annotations and custom thumbnails because I've verified. Man. But this is where you would find the verification button. And they're just going to send you a code on your phone. You just enter in your phone number and they send you a code. You can set upload defaults if you do a lot of videos so that you can save yourself time by keeping these things in the description that you always put in there. Links to my social media, my name, address, and phone number, my tagline, any meta tags. Does anybody know what a meta tag is? information about your information. So you're telling the Google Spider what it's about. You can always indicate what language, what the default license is, and you can feature your content. You can put a logo in your videos right here with this setting, feature content. You can show your own ads underneath your videos with either the most recent upload or with a particular video that you indicate. And you can say when you want that ad to show up, the end or at a custom start time.
So that's an ad I don't have to pay for then, right?
Right. So this is an ad that I like to put in there because it's, it's like a testimonial about my services. Branding, this is where you can put the logo in, but here's a trick I did. Instead of put my own logo in there, I put a subscribe button in there. Because when somebody clicks on that, they go to my channel. So they can also subscribe for my channel, but this button kind of is a reminder, oh yeah, subscribe to this channel if you want to see more content like this, and it shows up after 5 seconds. But you can make it show up after 10 seconds if you want. And then advanced is where you can associate your own website to your YouTube channel. So now you can create interactive buttons where you say, click here to go get my freemium. And one of the ones that I've done is anthonypritchard.com/video marketing. So this is an example of a landing page that you might construct to go along with a bunch of your YouTube videos. And in this one, this other collaborator and I came up with a free guide that you can get to give you the best practices for uploading videos to both YouTube and to Facebook. So they come here, they get a video testimonial, they get us welcoming them to the page, and they can get their free guide right here.
Where do you get the t-shirts?
You just get those from the internet, man. You just order it because you can't really buy them in stores, right?
What about other video sites like Vimeo or Video Bloom or?
Yeah, so Vimeo has been designed to cater to video producers because they can more easily share their content with their clients. They can protect it, and they can show it in high res, high def. It's not really what I would consider a marketing tool unless you're just using it for your website. I do upload a lot of videos to Vimeo that I only play on my website because it allows me to do a better job of displaying or auto-playing those videos when somebody goes to my website. I'll give you an example of that right here. So if I deleted that and I just went to my website, then this is a Vimeo video that's right on the beginning, and it auto plays. So that's one thing about websites that people are identifying is that 3 different options are important. 3 different ways to engage with you are important. And you saw that in my landing page, a free way or a low-cost way, a regular way, which is like the most popular way, and then a premium way. Not that very many people purchase the premium option, but that it adds weight to the most popular product. So these ones here, is the free one, the monthly video campaigns, and the advanced video marketing. And there you go. So if you want that free guide, just go here and put in your email address, and that will be sent out to you. And it's kind of a refresh of what I did today, but it's laid out in a way that you can use it yourself. And then if you had an intern or if you hired an admin, that they could use that as a template to upload your videos as well. And you can share it, of course, obviously, with any of your colleagues. And I can't think what else could I talk about, Roger?
I had one question. I had a note here, local hotspot. I don't remember what I was referring to.
Oh,
Is that something you mentioned?
yeah, I set up my phone as a local mobile hotspot,
Okay.
so that I could bypass your Wi-Fi here.
Never mind. I remember now. I was gonna see maybe I could improve the Wi-Fi here, but
Well, my presentation's pretty internet intense.
yeah, and
So not all
most
of your-
things are moving that way.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're right.
People want to come and give a presentation, out of the cloud. They don't have it with them necessarily.
Yeah. Yeah, well, thank you.
Thanks for sparing us from a PowerPoint.
Yeah. Made our way through that eventually, and by tomorrow you'll have that other one up there, so you'll have two keywords matched
Yeah,
instead
okay.
of just one.
Is there a way to force all the videos in the highest resolution possible?
Is there a way to publish videos?
Publish videos, so like from your site, so if somebody were to your
Video, right? It was, you could do high resolution.
like I'm going to your website, to your YouTube channel,
Yeah.
and by default, all your videos are in high res, rather than 240 or something like that.
So I can upload my videos to YouTube up to 1080p and or 720. So it's up to the viewer to default how they view those videos.
There's no way to force them to view it.
No.
Does it also depend on the connection too?
Yeah.
It'll, yeah, if you have a low connection, YouTube will lower your resolution,
Right.
because they would much rather you see it in low resolution than have to actually explain it. Because when you have people uploading videos in 4K now to YouTube, I mean, 4K
Yep.
is becoming more and more prevalent on YouTube right now, so, I mean, if you don't have good connection, you're not gonna watch 4K, so it'll bump it down a little bit.
360 videos too.
360.
Pretty new with those. I think 3 months new. So you can.
Is that the one you need the viewer headset?
No, you can swivel.
Well, a lot of people, you might notice it on your phone, like if you're on Facebook, you can move your phone around. It's a video and it'll show up and you just move your phone like this, and it's literally.
It's like a bubble of images that have all been
Right,
stitched
it's like
together.
you can look up, you can look down. It's
So,
like
like,
Street View, but it's all over.
Yeah, I've had
Really
little
cool.
friends do it, like, it's on a 14er,
Mhm.
and they post a picture, and you can see them, but you can also scroll all around them and see what's around them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, that's cool.
Is the search algorithm in YouTube the same as Google? Since it's owned by it, I would presume, but that doesn't mean it is.
Yeah. Is it the same? No, because in YouTube you'll only get video results.
Correct, but if you were to do a search within Google, there's a tab for videos.
Yeah.
Theoretically, should they be the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They should be. You could imagine maybe them in Google picking up some other video viewer that may be really popular. Like if we went here to Google and we typed in videos and we scrolled over to the videos tab like you were talking about, then we've got, this is a Vivo. but it's on YouTube. This is a Vivo. Yeah, all those music videos are on Vivo. This is Wistia,
The only thing I think
but
that
it's on
might be
YouTube.
different on the Google videos is it might favor something that's trending right now,
Mhm.
whereas YouTube's gonna probably mostly give you a result on trending, but also like specifically what you're searching for. Like, I mean, that's vague, but I mean, there's probably a lot of things trending right now
Mhm.
with music videos, so it's probably some.
You know what I want to check, because this was different, is the live video. I use this a lot in my meetup group, and they've said that they're going to be changing this month with a easier to use live stream tool, but it looks the same as it did before. This tool right here is called OBS, open source broadcast software, and this will allow you to broadcast your video through YouTube. See this key right here? This is the key that OBS requires in order to broadcast your live video. So with your stream options, you would add OBS as the encoder. I think,
So that if you live cast and that shows up on your channel, right? If someone looks at it, subscribe.
right. And so I'm looking at this a little crammed through this viewer, but I mean, that's if you want to go to a more advanced way of using YouTube. A lot of people are engaging with this live content, and you know, maybe it's you in your workshop working on your, you know, your inventions or whatever it may be. There's kind of just like whoever can become the most popular around a certain niche, and it's up to you to determine how many people are involved in that niche. How many people have that affinity to be a raving fan for those things, those issues that you guys talk about. Mine is YouTube. I definitely have decided that's where my brand is going to lie. I'm going to specialize in YouTube, whether it's organic or paid, and I still feel like it's the most unsaturated venue for advertising, because only 9% of U.S. businesses are using it right now, and over, I think it's the second largest search engine, and you know, there's 4 Super Bowls a day happening on YouTube. So there's 400 million viewers a day on YouTube. So you can put your video in front of those people if you want to. Or you can just say, nope, just this people. These are the only people I'm interested in talking to. I'm going to put it in front of them. And then it's 9 cents every time they watch your introduction video. You've got about a minute to, you know, gain their trust, to give them something of value. And after you've done that, then you've kind of got the permission to give them a 2-minute video. And it exponentially increases. But, you know, in the old days where we, maybe you knew how, you know, people went door to door kind of introducing themselves, and, you know, you do that enough times and you get somebody that says, yeah, I can use that. Well, now these videos do that for you. So you make one video, you send it out there to the people who might most likely be interested in what it is you're offering, and maybe while you're sleeping, you make one of those good connections. And when you wake up in the morning, they're there saying, hey, I've got a question for you. And that's a buying question. That's a question you can turn into a potential sale down the road. So that's really kind of how I turned my corporate job of sales rep into this video marketing strategy. And it was by working smarter instead of harder. I knew I couldn't continue to keep up with that activity of, making phone calls and knocking on doors. And it's just more organic this way. I end up working for people that are just like me. And those are the best ones for me to work for because I can anticipate what they need a lot, even before they know what they need. And I don't end up working for, real jerks. And in fact, I've got a 5-point jerk rule. I don't work for jerks. And, there's so many people out there in the world that, there's plenty of them who fall right inside that specific, unique demographic. And I think that's how the law of attraction works. We attract that which we desire. Just like Google said, we will give you what you want. And that's the only thing I'm working with here. And, sometimes the best strategy is to be your own avatar. Because those people that are most like you are going to trust you the most. There's just something subconscious about trusting someone who looks and acts and talks and behaves a lot like you do. And they're going to be that much closer to buying what you're selling than somebody who's, on the other side of the planet. And there's a different gender and a different age demographic and is into different things like that. So thanks for letting me show you what I know here in my quick demonstration. Sorry I couldn't actually publish it. That's what really is the big neat thing. It's kind of like the magic trick or the pony show. But thanks for helping me with that, Roger. And I enjoy coming to your group, and something new does develop every year, as you saw. So hopefully we can do it again next year.
Google Drive and Google Plus, can you explain that? It seems like if you put a video on YouTube, it goes on to Google Drive or Google.
It goes on to Google Plus, right? So there is an app switcher in the upper right-hand corner of your email. This is it right here.
Yep.
Little box with 9 squares. These are all the free tools that Google gives you. This is the directory listing. This is Google Photos, which I highly recommend Google Photos because it stores all of your images and all of your videos for free in Google Photos. And that's just an app for free that you can download onto your phone. This is Google Plus, and this is Google Drive. Google Plus does share your YouTube videos. It's kind of like Facebook or Twitter. Google Drive is going to be storage of all your files.
Is it kind of like Dropbox?
Cloud storage, just like Dropbox. But it allows you to share these files securely with people so that they can either view only, or they can actually view and download, or it allows you to send larger files through the internet.
Do they go into Drive automatically?
They don't go Drive automatically, and
But they do go to Google Plus.
they do go to Google Plus, yeah. And here's where your Google Photos are stored. You can see recent ones that you've worked on, ones you've starred, and you can put it in the trash. So that's where a lot of my files go because, I can access these from any appliance. I don't have to be on my computer to get to all my files because they're not all just on this hard drive. They're up in the cloud, and that's another free tool. You get 30 gigs for free. 30 gigs. And I think 100 gigs is only like $5 a month, so it's a great way to store.
That's a lot of stuff, unless you've got huge, long, high-definition videos or something.
Yeah.
Think about some gig.
Filling it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I just bought a 128 gig micro SD because
Whoa.
Amazon had that sale,
Huh.
buy sale.
Uh-huh.
They
Whoa.
had a 128 gig for like 60% off.
Wow. Missed out on that.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so I have a 64 now and
got to buy more batteries, I bet.
I have 3 batteries.
30 minutes each?
No, I get about an hour to hour and a half. But I do it mainly on my motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
So I get a little bit less because it gets hot.
Oh.
It's out in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
But I average about an hour and a half. And that's a pretty high setting.
These work on motorcycles. And they come with a little band that you can tie around your handlebars or whatever. But yeah, check this out. This is really strong. And that way you can navigate, you know?
Yeah, because I have the have you seen those X clips?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Oh yeah, that is actually really strong.
Yeah.
Is there any issue with the magnet affecting the phone?
No, it's not. No.
Is suction? Oh, what the?
It's a magnet.
It's magnet.
Yeah.
Is that didn't hurt the electronics though?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, but because you glue a magnet, metal to your phone.
Yeah.
Oh, and then does that.
So the,
Well, yeah, it's like my case is plastic,
so
so
you just stick that thing on there.
Yes, and then
And-
that is.
Now, do you sell that ball? Is that the idea? Oh, yeah.
This is a ball that comes with this tool, yeah.
And it's on your website?
Yeah, right. So my store, actually I haven't put that one up there yet. Is Anthony Prichard /store.
I'm just speaking out loud. Have you worked with different size balls?
No.
Okay, because if you go to Ace Hardware, they sell a ball and device in the back of the phone. I forget who the manufacturer is. So they've
Oh.
found a way to utilize a very small ball with the same design.
Okay.
My fear is also, until I spoke to you,
Yeah.
was that the magnet associated with the device would harm the cell phone,
Mm-hmm.
whether it be the data or otherwise. So they use a very small ball.
Well, something's wrong here, so I'm gonna have to go figure out what the deal is.